Hey there, fellas. So this should be a pretty interesting one. Right here you'll see I've got me a lovely manhole cover. Now we all know that cars toss manhole covers around all the time. Those sorts of situations never end well. And in this episode, let's explore what sort of consequences might come out of that kind of situation. Let's go. And we've brought a few cars out here for this experiment. And to kick this off, we have a Lada. This shouldn't surprise you, it is one of our favs after all. We'll start by just driving over it to see how it's going to react. There it is. There we are. Nothing really even happened. It didn't even move. I didn't even hear any noises while driving over it. Oh wow, look at that hop it took. And it'll jump even higher if I drive over it faster. Yeah, it should. We should give it a try. I could clearly hear the thud. And looking at the footage, even when it's where it should be, it's still coming up slightly. But now we'll displace it slightly. I'll drive over it again. And we'll see what happens. Let's go. So the cover is not fully closed. Holy cow. That had to have been bad for the car. What happened though? I felt the car take a big hit. I heard a thumping noise, but I have no idea what happened. Oh, look at how high it jumped. Did it come down in time before? Oh, no, it didn't. But what'll happen if you're driving? I mean, you might not have enough time. Imagine you're driving in traffic and you have a car right behind you. That's what I was most afraid of. My oh my, but what did it hit? It is round, it could have used this spot or this spot as a pivot, or maybe the other way around, who even knows? Yeah guys, this is rather curious. The manhole cover has been shattered. It's not particularly thick, but we've replaced it with one that's durable, which is quite heavy, and hopefully it keeps it together, but yeah, let's carry on. That was severely unpleasant. The camera fell off also. What happened? You'll see. Oh wow, it hit the rocker panel, holy cow. What's with the muffler? But then I heard it come off. Holy. I mean, yeah. And there's a dent in the floor. Holy moly. Holy cow. I mean, it totally mangled the metal that it came into contact with. Rocker panel muffler has been decimated. Something bad has happened back there. I think something might be wrong with the wheel. Of course. But I really felt that hit. It even knocked some dust from out of the interior. So it was a massive hit, but where did it hit? Nice. The cover didn't even lodge itself into anything. It's just that the weight of the cover and how fast the car was going took their toll. Nah, dude, it couldn't have been stuck into the ground. So much dust in the cabin. And it looks like I've busted another tire. So this time with the heavy cover, yeah, the rocker panel took a pounding. Punctured the tire, cracked the wheel. Yeah, the wheel and the tire are trash at this point. Right guys, switching to a different car. This one is quite a bit heavier, meaning more load exerted onto the cover. Also, it's running wider wheels. Let's see what happens. The cover is shut, I accelerate, drive over it at speed, and we see what happens. Let's go. I could hear the cover thumping, but it was very subtle. Displace it and let's see what happens. Amazing. Now I saw in the rearview mirror what went down. It caught some serious air. Oh, holy cow. Isn't that something? But what's interesting is that the car was able to clear the manhole before the cover got airborne. So at high speed, it's not catching it, no chance. But there's the possibility that it might smash the windshield of whoever is following behind, which is never good. Also, you have an open manhole. Now, at speed, you're going over it and you won't even feel it. As long as you don't hit the brakes. Rear suspension took a serious hit. Quite severe indeed. I mean, for crying out loud. So the iron covers have been grenading. When getting pounded by the wheels, they just shatter, and they're no longer usable. But we've made a steel replica, it even weighs the same. And hopefully we don't break this one. But I mean, how can we even? It's made out of steel. If anything, it'll bend, and that's it. If it does, we'll straighten it out, and that's that. Anyway, time for another round, let's go. What do you know? That was a mighty hit. So it is no longer covering the manhole, that's fairly obvious. The cover has been thrown to the side. It's a piece of rim. A piece of the rim? Yep. Really? Yeah, it does look like a piece of the rim. Maybe somebody planted it? Nope. Somebody definitely planted it. But how, though? Minus a rim, fellas. Also, the bodywork took a beating, and we're missing a few pieces of rim. The edge came into contact with the wheel and took a good chunk out of it. The damage is pretty severe, but we're not going to call it quits just yet, so let's carry on. I felt the car rocking upon impact. Oh, holy cow. Hit a different spot. I'd like to see the replay, but it busted the tire. Yeah, the wheel and the tire have been totaled. What seems to be happening is that when the car goes over it, it can tilt backwards, it's tilting forward every time. And the scary thing about that is, it gains some serious air in that moment. But let's try that again and see what happens. And that was me traveling at about 62-63 kilometers an hour. Scary to imagine what would happen at higher speed. But if I do go faster, not going to make any assumptions, I'll just go for it. Wheel is intact, no more damage to the rocker panel. No serious ruptures. That last run really hurt the car. Severely. That was very unpleasant and actually quite unsettling. Holy moly. What the hell? Looks like it was impacted by the edge, right? It cut into the wheel and the tire really hard. So here's the situation, guys. The car wasn't necessarily totaled, but the damage is pretty severe. What distinguishes a steel cover from one made out of iron, well, I assume the latter might be a bit safer, because it shatters right away, while the steel one pops out, stays intact, and leads to outcomes like this. But you saw it all for yourselves. Pay attention when you're out on the roads, and be careful. And that's it for this video. Catch you guys later.